2. We're back.
Yo. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Let's come back to the show.
Hey, we have a very special guest who came and blessed the podcast. It's the Slim from 112.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, man. Oh man. Well, check this out. Everybody don't know I drive. I have my own Can-Am. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Sometime later on this year, to a bigger one. But happy to be a part of the Can-Am family. And you know what I mean? I had to come see her in person. You know what I'm saying? So I follow you. So, you know. I bet you won't sing to her.
Go ahead. Background single.
Man, come on, man. Can we do something other than sing?
Okay,
I
man. I ain't gonna make it.
He's trying to put you on the spot.
I tried. I really did.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Slim. He's trying to put you on the spot. He's trying to put
Yes,
you on the
I
spot.
You get a note, though. You have a writer?
Yes, I have a Riker.
21.
You looking to get a sweater?
Yep, I'm looking to get the
S3 or
spider.
RT?
So I want the
F3.
yeah, it's the L3. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
big one.
the F3, the
Yeah.
RT is the big one. But I always look at the F3 is a love child between the RT and the Raider.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a perfect blend of the
It's
two.
it's amazing. So what I don't want to look like is the guy that like like I'm on retirement.
You know the granddad. The granddad.
So just give me one back. You can put one right in the back or something like that. But on the sides, I still want it to look mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't want a two-suit though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like with the bags.
With the bags and
3,
stuff
4,
like
4
that.
bags.
No, people ride by, he be like, nah, man, that man is in retirement, man. He's
I guess he's talking about
my
you.
bike. I'm the only one in the club.
no, I
Got a
see.
bag. You see my bike?
Slim.
Is that which one? Is that the red one?
The red one's
Nah.
mine.
Yeah, red.
That
Red
is
is
hers.
hers.
Too clean.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's yours?
Mine at home. Here's the garage. It's clean.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It does. That's what I'm talking.
Hey, Slim. We
Huh?
got about 30 bags on the bike. We got 30
It
bags.
came with the bag, so I just you know what I'm saying? It came with the bag. But look, if we break down, I got all the tools in the bag.
You feel me?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why I like riding. You know what I'm saying? In my case, I got my cousin Dobie. You know what I'm saying? Like he has all his stuff on him. You know what I mean? Even though he has a Riker too, but you know what I mean. But he has a bag, more bag stuff like that.
There's certain stuff you want on your bike at all times, especially if you're riding long distance.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, you gotta have something to repair flat. You gotta have, something to get tire pressure, to fill your tires, to add
Yes.
a little battery compressor.
Now that's been my question, right? See, this is what I wanted to know. So let's say me and my cousin Dobie, we riding from here to let's say Florida, right? And
Come visit. Come visit me.
what you in Florida?
Yeah.
Where?
In Boca, in South, like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, Boca.
She in Boca Raton.
See, I stay there in Bad Harbor. You know what I'm saying? I know where you at.
I hear you.
Yeah. You know what? Now, see, I would have rode to Boca straight up. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
let me tell you.
That's the fly spot. You
Boca
gotta
is
have a
not
boat
cheap.
for that one.
Boca is not cheap.
Oh yeah, trust.
Nah, I'm looking
No.
around. I'm looking
Boca
around.
Raton? Oh, yeah. Boca is
Yeah,
not
but
cheap.
Bad Harbor ain't either. I was on the beach.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I don't know Miami.
I
You
stay right
already-
across the
you're in that road, but Boca is
Yeah.
straight up. You need a boat. You
Yeah.
talking? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up.
I don't have one. So bring one.
Man.
Bring a boat.
Oh, Boca is enough. Hey, man. But so okay, so if I get a flat tire, how do I fix that tire?
So there's tire repair kits you can get pretty much anywhere. Like at Ace Hardware, you get these tire repair kits. And actually, I should probably make this a good. So I'm gonna pop a hole in the tire and fix it.
Okay, cool.
I'll show you how to do it. So they come with I'm gonna make it super simple. Suppose you have a nail in your tire. So you have a tool that will take the nail out of the tire.
Okay.
And so you first have to find out where the leak is coming from.
Yeah.
Then it has this little tool in there that has a saw on it, like on both sides. And you saw it, you actually make the hole a little bit bigger.
You're gonna trust me to put a saw.
But you're gonna trust me.
A saw inside. Yeah, I'm gonna trust you.
It's a little little one, just to make it a little bigger.
Y'all hear this? She's gonna come save you. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, you know, I mean,
He just called me.
But you know what? That was a good question. Because
yes.
a lot of people would want to know
Yeah,
if
yeah.
they have a flat, how do they fix
Yeah.
it?
So in the kit, it has like this. It has a tool, and it has this little like fish eye on it, and you put in the fish eye and it comes a long tool. I should get it. I have one on my bike. I should, but I can't go get it right now. But and then it has this material. It's like a glue, goopy material, and you feed it through there. It's kind of tacky. And you feed it through there.
It's like a
So
plug,
how to
right?
explain? So you feed it through there. So it's like this, and then when you put it in the tire and you pull it out, it stays in there, right? And a little piece will come out, and it plugs the tire.
Oh.
Then you cut the little piece that's hanging out, and it just, I don't know if I did not do this a good job explaining this. I explain much better in video form than in language.
Okay.
But I should really show you, do a video on just waiting for you to get a hold of my tire and do the video. And it works perfect. I plugged tires. A friend of mine had a hole in her tire, and we plugged it, and she's been on that same tire for, I don't know, 3,000 miles. And it's,
Whoa.
yeah, you know, once you plug it, you're done. It's good. But the key is you want to keep, like I have an also so there's what it's tire pressure monitoring system, TMPS, tire pressure, TPMS,
Or the PSI.
yeah, and it measures the PSI.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sets it right to your phone. It'll literally give you an alert to your phone to let you know if your tire, you set the parameters. It'll let you know if your tire pressure has gone down too much.
Is that the one that goes on the valve
Yes.
then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly right. And it goes right to your phone. It is just so awesome. And yeah, and then it lets you know, so it's great. But yeah, so having those kind of things, and then also the Airmoto, and I have no affiliation with them whatsoever, but I just bought one for my bike. It's this little tiny, really portable. It's not that big, and it has everything you need. Just charge it up, the USB charger, and then you can fill up your tire completely with it. So you can go from having a complete flat tire, taking out the nail, plugging it, filling it up, and you're back on the road in maybe 20 minutes.
Wow.
How often,
Yeah.
You know what?
do you change the tire?
I got one.
You got one? Okay, all right.
So how often you change the tire?
Yeah, how often do you change like
So-
the back tire and two front tires?
So I've changed mine early because I knew I'd eventually need to change it when I got new wheels. So I changed my tires because I was going to do it anyway. So, but tires have, oh, that's lovely. Who's calling me? Sorry. This is
Somebody calling Beth
so
Live.
rude. So
It's
rude.
like rush hour.
Why are they calling me? I'm alive. My friends should know I'm alive. Like I blasted to everybody. They should know. I apologize for the interruption. So the tires will have a. I forget the exact name of it. There's a little nodule like on your tire that's in it. It's like it's basically lets you know it's a wear bar. That's what it's called. It's a wear bar, and all tires have them, or most tires have them. It can is definitely do. And it's a wear bar. It tells you when that wear bar is gone, you need to change the tire. But you can look at a tire very easily and know, if there's no traction or you've got a problem, and it's this the treads that tread between them.
Yeah.
And if you see those going away, so and it depends. It depends on the rider. It depends. If you're doing burnouts, you're going to be changing your back tire constantly. If you're doing burnouts, it's not. You've been changing the belt a lot more often. Burnouts are a lot of fun, but it does a lot of havoc on your bike to do burnouts. But.
So is that when you put that cord in them, say 232 here, you put that down, or
Yeah, it's a penny. You use a penny, and I think if like Abe Lincoln's beard is covered, you're okay. But if it's nose or something, I forgot the exact. Yeah, that's another way to do it. Yeah,
Okay.
but that's what that's a wear bar is an indicator bar is the same thing. Yeah.
So Slim, how often do you ride your bike?
Not that often, actually. I'm always on the road and stuff like that. So it's just kind of funny. This is kind of embarrassing. But
He has 300 miles on his bike.
But yeah, I literally got like 300 miles on my bike. Like, and I probably had to. So you say he's lift my TikTok. It's more like 2. And no, you know what? I rode with you a couple of times. But it was a good. Yeah, Shaq. Yeah, with Shaq. Yeah, Shaq ride. With my cousin, Sheriff's Captain. Whole nice motorbike. Can-Am community there, and a few like just personal rides, do like this and family and stuff. But yeah, probably about I would say 200 to 300. I was spend about 300 miles.
Broken it in there.
And then, but the problem is, I've had it for like what 2 years.
All right, let me ask you a question. Have you done a oil change on it yet?
Yes,
Okay.
I just did one.
Good, good. A lot of people feel like if they don't
That was an oil change. That was, hey,
He says no. His cousin says no.
That wasn't.
He put gas in it.
You
He done
just,
an oil
you
change.
just put different rap on it.
Oh
No, I put a wrap on there, but we both got our things serviced.
Oh yeah, we did get some.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Mountain Motorsports. You feel me?
Because a lot of people feel like if they don't ride it, they don't have to do the oil change. But according to the manual, you want to change it every year or 12,000 miles.
Ooh.
So,
Well, thank you for telling me that. So I can
no,
go change my oil.
maybe it might be 6. Is it 6,000? I think it's 6,000.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
It's 6,000 or every.
She's a rider too. See,
Yeah.
see, look at her. See,
Yeah.
look at her.
Yeah.
She be riding all the
Oh,
time.
yeah,
We
so
see her
right.
all the time,
Yeah.
day and night.
Yeah.
She might be sitting on the side. You know what I'm saying? Just a profile.
I know. She lets it go. She goes.
No, I was gonna ask you a question. When you first got your bike, this is really quick. When you first got your bike, how did you feel getting on the expressway?
I was scared as all get out. And first and foremost, you should remember the first time I got the bike, I almost crashed. Hey, we were over there for some reason, for a split second, I had a brain freeze and I forgot how to hit the brake. So we going across.
God, it's scary.
They're in there trying to protect me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they're in there trying to block the road, trying to block it. And I'm like, come on, Slim. Man, come on, Slim. And then he's like, man, you better. Okay. So I hit it, and I'm driving, and all of a sudden I was like, whoa. And I was in the curve. But I guess out of reaction, I let the hand go, and then it slowed. I said, okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things they teach you in class. You know what I mean? For those who ride for the first time, they always tell you if you ever panic, take your hand off the throttle, and the bike will slow down.
Yeah, the bike has a CVT transmission inside of it, so what it does is it breaks itself down without you hitting the brakes. And I tell a lot of people that don't be afraid. I mean, the bike are not gonna hurt you, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Right.
The brain freezes when you don't, panic. So that's why we had the granddaddy and put you in the middle.
Right.
And-
But I'm much better, y'all. Everybody, okay? I can drive. My
You got
drive.
better.
I'm more
You
like
got
a
better.
granddaddy than an uncle. I'm like an uncle.
But that first time we rode, I mean, you could tell that, he was kind of a little afraid of that bike. But
Yeah.
once he got used to it, now he wide open.
Now wide open.
Now we going to do a big ride July 23rd. We're going to Blue Ridge.
Okay.
So if you're available, you're more than welcome to join us.
I'm telling you right now, if I'm not on the show, I definitely. That's where the like wineries and stuff like that is. Like,
Well, that's where all the seafood at. You want to get some good seafood?
Let's go.
Yeah, so that's what we had.
Hey man, I love me some seafood. So let's go.
We're still trying to get on the
So-
Dragon Tail too.
Taylor Dragon's great.
Well, before we go to that, we make sure some of these riders do know how to utilize those curves and not breaking on those curves because it will cause a domino effect. And especially if you don't know what you're doing. And because that right there, that's why we want to continue to do these long distance rides, just so that we get used to these roads and curves and everything. That's why I come in as safety, as road captain, and learn, teach them the hand signals and everything because it's very dangerous out there. Especially I put myself on the line for everybody. Jumping in front of T-wheelers and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I
seen
slow
it.
them down. I don't play with them. I'm gonna jump in front of you and hey, I'm gonna make sure that my people get home safely.
But they need to do their part too.
Right.
Absolutely. As far as getting on the highway, so my advice for you riders, it's first of all, when you're on any Can-Am, any motorcycle, you should have a healthy fare.
Yeah.
It's not a toy, it's not a scooter, you should have a healthy fare and know the power that you have riding. So don't be embarrassed to say I'm scared to get on the highway. You should be scared.
Yeah.
So, but the best way to get over that fear and to kind of get yourself a little more comfortable with the right amount of fear is to go with something normal. first thing before anyone's up, 6 o'clock in the morning, as soon as the sun comes up, just go on the highway and you just go on an exit and off an exit. Maybe next time you go 2 exits and then get off an exit. Then you get on, merge one lane, merge back again. Use your blinkers, turn your head, make sure no one's there. You get comfortable with like 1 or 2 cars on there, and then you ease up to a little bit busier time, and then you find yourself, okay, I'm comfortable with that, I can do rush hour, but start slow. Don't let, my biggest thing is ride your ride. Don't let anyone push you to ride the highway if you're not ready. Push you to ride long distance if you're not ready. If you're not ready to go on the highway, just say, hey, I'm not ready to go on the highway. You take back roads. And you ride with the group or you don't.
Yeah.
But if you do what you feel comfortable with, and that's my best advice is just to ride your ride.
And that's what we do whenever we plan our road trips. We always plan our road trips from the way going all back.
Yep.
So then
And
when
they're
we
the
get all
prettiest,
city,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
City look. And then on the way back, if we're trying to get back, then we'll take the expressway. Because everybody's trying to get home. To
That's
their
what we do
family.
too. That's my group rides are very much like that.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
The back roads, that's what you find is like the most unusual things. And you can take this back section that you never would have ridden on if you weren't on your bike. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah. Well, Slim, you got a new single that's out right now.
Yes. You know what? I could correlate that, as far as my experience with the bike, gotta have faith.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good plug. That's a good plug.
Faith that, I would hit all these joints to right, faith that not an 18-wheeler just try to come over into my situation, and oh yeah, I got a question. Oh yeah, so before I get to it, it's featuring Faith Evans, that's my sister, and Eric Bellinger, that's my bro, and it's doing very amazing. I definitely had a very positive digital presence. So I am now what they call relevant now. So I'm a bit old school. I'm used to like tapes and CDs. You feel me? But they don't make that in the cars and stuff like that anymore.
Everything is digital.
Everything's on the phone. I can't believe that. That's crazy. So I have a presence now. You can listen to it in any platform, any digital platforms out there. And right now, I'm back outside.
What's the name of the single?
Gotta Have Faith. It's featuring Faith Evans and Eric Bellinger. And it sounds really, really good on my speakers, Right. So, so please go out and support it, So, yes, not only I've been doing this for 28 years, everybody knows what being the lead singer of 112, but I'm also Can-Am owner and and family, so everybody
Also, so you part of the U3 clip.
Yes, sir. 3. Yes, sir.
So what was your question? You said you had a question.
Oh yes. Okay, so I'm on the expressway, and it kind of freaks me out. So I'm driving, and then all of a sudden there's a big 18-wheeler truck, right? And I'm feeling this some form of pressure. And I don't know whether I need to go around it, or do I need to sit still and just adjust to what's going on?
Okay, with that part, you're gonna feel that pressure coming from the 18-wheeler. One thing about riding the bike, when you're going to the class, they'll tell you go far on the far side and try to get around there as fast as you could get around that, because that could pull you towards the bike. Towards the truck.
Oh, really?
Right. So, and then that could make you lose control as well, because there's a lot of pressure coming from behind that truck. You don't want to ride behind it or the tail on the side tail of it. If it's sitting in the middle lane, you want to get on the far where they can see you at, and go around, go around them and keep going. Sometimes if there's no cars behind you, let them speed up just a little bit, just let them get far away from you. Then you merge over where you want to be at, because that right there could cause, that's with 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers, anything that's dealing with motorcycles is going to cause an effect to you. Or if you don't have control of that, or you don't know nothing about riding, or you didn't take that class, then it's going to cause you to lose control of your body.
Wow. Okay. That's all.
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You just hold on, and you just ride it through. And the thing is not to stress out about it. It's kind of normal. You just kind of ride away, and you get through it. And a lot of people tend to kind of death grip it.
Yeah.
And that you really should kind of just ride it through normal, and you can kind of just come out of it. and you expect it, like you anticipate when you're pulling up next to a truck. Like if a truck is next to me, I go as far in the other lane as possible. So you know how you come like center of it, right, left. I go as far away from it as possible to kind of keep my distance. So and then if they're in the right lane, if I can somehow maneuver to get over 2 lanes, that's even better. Yeah, I stay away from 18 wheelers. To me, that's my biggest fear is one of those wheels like they come off. That's dangerous.
And they also don't see you too. Like
You don't see their mirrors, they
yeah.
don't see you. Yeah.
My experience, I was riding to the Mountain Motorsports up there in Carnegie.
Yep.
And around rush hour, they coming in, and I mean they going back out, and I'm riding, and I got the right away. And it's like 3 of them behind me and 2 of them in the front. And so I'm trying to get to the speed line, just to, get out their way, because I know they can't get in that one.
Right.
And they basically try to cut me off. Like, they see you.
Yeah.
They don't care, but when, like you said, don't freak out, don't have a death grip on it. Just, stay of course and just ride. Because like with me, I have anxiety when it comes on the expressway too. You won't tell unless I tell you it is, but that's what's going on. But I ride. But see, the thing is, by me just, being out there, always riding on my bike, that's why I'm always out there. When I do get a chance, I do that because so I can get over a field.
It's seat time.
Yeah.
The more you ride, the better you'll come to do. Riding, 200 miles in a couple of years, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it.
Once a year, it's not
Yes,
good.
ma'am. Hey, this
I
year-
had to join the riding crew, man, because I'm telling you right now, you need to
Hey,
be.
you're part of the U3, so you
Yeah.
gotta make yourself available to ride with us.
I got you.
We know you're part of the family through family.
We
So
got a
whatever-
question
whatever you
behind
do.
us.
All right, what's the question?
When I ride and I go like 90 or 100, I don't feel the shake.
Oh, who goes 90 or 100? Oh, it's kind of hear that.
You got a speed demon in the back.
No,
here.
when you speeding, you don't feel the shake. When I'm like at 70, 75, I feel
What,
the shake.
they control.
I wouldn't know that. I only go the speed limit.
That's the control. That's basically when it comes down to the bike
Yeah.
control. Like the
I don't
stabilizer. Like it's stable. When you riding that fast, your bike lines anything with you riding fast, it lines itself up. It's gonna snack and stay as the core. Now if you slow down and you hit a bump, it's gonna shake.
No, it just shakes even at 70 if I'm going straight. But I notice if I go a little faster, I have a smoother ride.
You also,
Yeah,
and you know
yeah.
you also have, they also have something inside the handlebars.
She did.
to give
Living
it-
in Atlanta, you cannot go 70 miles an hour on 85 and 25. Y'all know.
Oh, yeah.
Or 75. Or 75.
Yeah.
Come on, straight over.
That's true.
See somebody speaking facts over
You will
here.
get ran over.
You know, tell them when you need to you go on to the bump it up. Yeah.
Not the speed.
But no, seriously, like when you speed up on those bikes, I actually you'll feel the difference when you slow down. They also have the handlebar stabilizer that goes inside to keep the handlebars from shaking. Because sometimes those things are like very annoying when your hands feel like it's vibrating too long. But when you ride like that, it's going to do that.
Foam grips. Those are really good.
Yeah.
You guys know the foam grips?
Yeah.
I love those. Those are really good.
See, my bike is still a little butt naked, so you know what I'm saying? Don't forget me. When you said foam grips.
Yeah.
Let's put
Okay.
on
They go right over the original grips. I have them on my Spider. It takes away all the vibration or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
also you can a bar sway bar.
You got something to say?
Sway bar. Yeah. And it's supposed to make an anti-sway bar. It keeps it from swaying a lot. That'll help you out a lot. You can check out my website.
Yes.
Breakthroughrides.com.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna live one. Live out there.
All Y's, no I's. R-Y-K-R-R-Y-D-S.
She got one for you.
Now one for you, man. So, what is your advice for newcomers or people who want to ride? Just do it. Like my say, just do it.
Just do
Yeah.
it. My advice, if you're interested in a can, if you're interested in riding, whatever it may be, take the course first.
Oh.
Take the canning.
So don't go by the bike first. So don't go by the bike first then.
Don't go by the bike first. And the reason being is, you can do it any way you want, of course, but my advice would be to take the course first. It's $99.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how rude is this people?
Like rush hour.
Right.
When you get Lucas. She's telling me answer the phone at the airport.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. She's probably telling me that it's not coming clear. But so my advice is to take the course first, and it gives you an experience to see if you can like it. You know, why drop $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and you might not be comfortable on it. And riding is not for everybody. So take the course and take mainly because it's going to get you the safety that you need. To teach you about safety, teach you about how to ride it, and you're also learning on someone else's ride. So, and those are all insured. You could literally, like, if something bad happens, you're not responsible, but it's K&N covers it.
Yeah.
So it's just a good way to learn and get rid of any mistakes on a closed course in a safe environment. You hot.
Look what they said.
You hot.
She's hot. So, all right, hold on. Now the end of it. All right. My volume is totally up. I guess there's no volume on my thing. I don't know what's going on. So,
I mean, that's why we put the monitor out there, because we knew it was loud.
She's on hers.
Yeah,
Her
it's,
phone. Yeah, always got a phone.
She live streaming.
I was live streaming, but it's whenever I live stream it, I don't know how it always messes up. But yeah, I mean, my advice is to do it, and then like I said, just when you first get your ride, your spider, your Ryker, whatever it is, just ride around the neighborhood, get comfortable with it. Don't jump into a group and start just doing it. Just get familiar with it, get comfortable with it.
Yeah, that's basically what I speak about when like people that get on the bike. They ask me a lot of questions about it. They want to join, but I like to explain to them, I would love for you to join, but I want you to recognize what you're getting on because this is a piece of machinery that don't play.
You need a alone time before you join a group, in my opinion. You can't just join a group because you get a lot of experienced riders out there, and it's and you're riding, and you're a non-experienced rider. They're pushing you up more than you feel comfortable with. Get some time in.
Well, me, I was paralyzed for 2.5 years. I got hit off a dirt bike. Like really like a soft tail. But it was just temporary. My nurse told me if she would have known if falling out the bed would happen that walking, she would push me out the bed. But funny wise. But I experienced when my first time back on the bike 2 years ago when he purchased his, and I got on it, and I'm like, hey, I need to go buy one. Next thing you know, end of the week, it was the end of the week. I got mine. Yeah, end of the week.
Oh, he
I got
did you
mine.
the same way.
Listen, I'm telling you, ever since then, when I got my bike, I ended up riding with him and two other people, and they forced me on the expressway, and I was afraid. I mean, full speed, and I'm like, you know what? That's why I say my anxiety. I'm afraid of falling because I know how that concrete feels. But then next thing you know, now I'm the little stunt devil, but I've always been, it's always been in me. It's always been in me, but I tried.
We can't tell.
Okay, we can't tell. It's always been in me.
You
You can't tell that happened to you.
No.
But listen, I'm
Not
telling
the
you.
way you start fast.
Listen, hey, listen. Stop. Right. Hey, I'm the cross guy. I'm the safety guy. But what I'm saying is, I've been riding dirt bikes, four-wheelers, but it all came back once I actually started back riding. But being afraid of falling on that concrete, for those new riders, take your time. Take a class, get to know what you're riding on, understanding, the road itself, dealing with cars that basically don't care about you because they don't care. They will cut in front of you, they will stop, just for you to hit them or you to fall on the ground. Even the truckers, they don't care neither. So my advice is just take your time, and if you're going to get on this ride in your neighborhood a little bit, then inch your way out, and then just come out a little bit and ease on. And from after that, if you feel comfortable enough, come on out. the group, join the group. Come on over here to U3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no sound on my thing.
Yeah, no sound?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, wow.
Push the thing.
Sometimes you have to like reset your phone, turn your phone off, turn your phone off.
And it's probably like a other frequency of them.
How many helmets do you have?
Ooh.
It's a good question.
I love your helmets.
I have, I think I have 4 helmets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got 4 helmets, but one of them have E3 on.
Exactly. They all have U3 on them. They all do.
See, I need to add YouTube
But next time I see you, I got it on my bike, so I give you a sticker.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
I just started wearing a modular helmet because it's so hot in Florida, so I, as it is here. So I like the modular, so I stop lace and lift it up through the jersey.
Yeah.
What
What you
about
say?
Florida? You don't have to wear a helmet.
Well, you don't.
I'm
You
just
know,
asking.
yeah,
I'm
that,
just
that is
asking.
true. That is true.
Right, that's right.
That is true. You don't have to wear a helmet in Florida, but if yeah, I think that's the stupidest thing ever.
Right.
If you're not gonna wear a helmet, I to each his own. You know,
Hey, helmet is safe.
I mean, you got your